House of Payne fans, this is an interesting subject I didn't even think about. I remember a month or so ago, I did a video about, given the ongoing tension between Laura and the Payne family, which doesn't seem to have any sort of signs of simmering down between now and the actual wedding day. Theoretically, if the wedding day does come and Calvin and Laura do get to the altar, do you think something might happen either on the wedding day or the night before or something to the point where the family just opts to not show up? So it's an empty house. They go to the wedding and whatnot, but nobody's there. And do you think that could be the sign where they just finally decide to call things off? Because, like, hey, you know what? Your family doesn't show up. They don't like me. And she just opts to walk away. But on the flip side, somebody left a great comment on, I believe it was the mid-season episode review. And I said how, the scene with Laura, or the scenes with Laura and her dad, it just felt so out of place considering the tone and everything else that was happening in the episode involving the shooting on the college campus. And it just felt like it undercut the seemingly burying of the hatchet that occurred between Miranda and Laura a couple episodes prior. But no, it just seems like yet again Laura is still feeling some kind of way about not feeling protected and not knowing if she's happy and everything like that. So do you think it might come down to the wedding day happening, and despite the tension and everything, the whole family is in attendance? However, Laura leaves Calvin at the altar. Do you think that's what will happen? Based off of Laura's demeanor and her previous actions, I would not be surprised if the wedding day happens. The wedding day comes and Calvin's at the altar. Pookie and Peanut, maybe even Malik and CJ are like his best men. And groomsmen. And it's like, hey, so what's happening? And then someone goes to check on Laura in her, room where she's getting dressed up. And there's a note and a ring there, which mirrors what happened in one of the season finales where Calvin found the letter and the ring at the front door because Laura suspected Calvin was cheating, but it was really Pookie or Peanut who had a dating profile or something on Calvin's computer. And I think that might happen where Laura decides it's too much. But I feel like this, if I was ever in a situation where I was getting married, I would hope that either myself or my lady, before we got to the actual wedding day, if there are any reservations, let's cancel it. Like, just tell me. I feel like that must be so demoralizing and traumatizing and embarrassing to have your friends and families and God watching on your wedding day, and then you get left at the altar. Like, that must be horrific. Because, there's always the theme of like, oh, runaway brides and whatnot. But God, heck, wasn't that like the first episode of Sanford and Son where Lamont got left at the altar? Man, I haven't watched that show in a while. Classic. But yeah, I do feel like when it boils down to it, I could see Laura leaving Calvin at the altar on their wedding day because her emotions are as inconsistent as Tyler Perry writing. I know that's a low blow, but it's true. I feel like Laura, one day everything is fine. The next day, oh, this is too much. I'm overwhelmed. And, well, her dad did say something profound. You aren't stuck here. You aren't abandoned here. You can come home anytime you want. So, yeah. Laura just needs to make up her mind. And Calvin needs to let it go. It's the same thing with Zach on Sisters a few seasons ago where it's like, look, if somebody says they want to leave, whether it be Fatima or Laura, just let them go. Because if you have to beg and plead for someone to stay, it's not worth it. But let me know your thoughts on the comment section below. Do you think Laura might actually leave Calvin at the altar on their wedding day?